Welcome back. A middle to the war. Byzantine Empire. Episode 18. Continue our quest to take over the map. We're doing something. Just pushing along. Let's get to it. Yeah, they're gonna come. We don't have enough men to take this. Fall back!
The enemy fleet attacks us! Our fleet is victorious! Your orders, Noble One. Let me strike, my lord. Yes, stopping for the night. Your Majesty. As my lord wills, we must. The day is ours, lord. The enemy are beaten.
There we go.
Yes, lord. Closing for battle. Besieging. Who do I face? We shall send them to hell or worse. We show little mercy. They deserve none. We shall send them to hell or worse. March! We march on our victims. Let me strike, my lord. Approaching, my lord. Name thy enemy, lord. Yes, marching. Bringing these lands under your gaze. Approaching, my lord. Yes! March! Combining forces, my lord. Orders.
Should be another one somewhere. Yeah, right there.
Yes! Bringing our troops to get orders? Yes, my lord. This is
That
where we shall
won't
meet
be the
the
end of
enemy.
Denmark, unfortunately.
Victory! We march through your enemy's streets. Victory! Who do I face? Bringing these lands under your gaze.
But that's going to make it very difficult for them to cause us any more
Yes,
problems.
Lord. This is where we shall meet them. The day is ours, Lord. The enemy are beaten. Your Majesty. Yes, Lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy. Besieging settlement, my lord. Let me strike, my lord. Yes, marching. My lord. Your orders? Attacking.
There we go.
Your command. Victory! Who do I face? My lord, should we spare any of them? We tore them apart, my lord. Victory!
Back that off. Strengthen things up a little bit. Still want to know where that army is.
God's servant, traveling with God.
Name thy enemy, lord. Approaching, my lord. Yes! Yes, lord! The day is ours, lord. The enemy are... March!
Again, we're just trying to weaken France right now. It'll be interesting to see if England grabs that, though.
Orders. Onward. Stopping for the night.
Your orders, noble one. Yes. Let me strike, my lord.
My lord.
Name thy enemy, lord. Yes, marching. Bringing these lands under your gaze. Yes. Who do I face? We shall send them to hell or worse. March! Victory! My lord, should we spare any of them?
The problem. What is their name?
Am I taking down a person or a place?
They just keep sending those
Poison or who has displeased you?
cardinals at us, don't they?
Am I to dispose of, Lord? Am I taking down a person or a place? Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord?
So we're with England now. So they did take it. I thought they might. Oh, it was a revolt. That's even worse.
Orders. Yes, Lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy. Besieging settlement, my lord. Is it time to take the walls, my lord?
Traitor to our
We
people. Who
cannot
was that?
travel there.
Name thy enemy, lord. We shall send them to hell or
Probably someone down here. Yeah.
we show little mercy. They deserve none. Let me strike, my lord. Who do I face? Yes, marching. Your orders, noble one. It is at your orders, noble one. Of course, my your orders, noble one. Yes. Combining orders, merging your orders, noble one. Yes. Closing for battle. The day is ours. The enemy are beaten. Name thy enemy, Lord. Men, we march, bringing these lands under your gaze. Your orders, noble one. Establishing a tireless watch here, Lord. Yes, establishing a tireless watch here, Lord.
God's sake. Who is the purveyor of heresy? Heresy deserves no mercy.
Command me. Yes. We march on our victims. Sooner or later, they will relent, my lord. When shall we act?
Yes.
My lord.
Your Majesty. Orders. Yes. Orders. My
There we
lord.
go.
Bringing our troops together. Combining forces, my lord.
My lord.
Should be enough to take that region, I think.
Stopping for the night. Your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord. Must we hide like this, my lord? Establishing a tireless watch.
Splitting our forces.
Who do I face? Bringing these lands under your gaze. We shall send them to hell or...
Guy's been hanging out there for a while, off and on.
We show little mercy. They deserve none. Yes, marching. Your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord.
The problem. What is the name?
Am I taking down a person Who has this?
Goodbye. If that guy comes through there, we're gonna hit him with that army.
The problem. What is their name? Your Majesty. As my
Ooh,
lord
we lost.
there's nothing
I guess
to
that should be the end of
Escata.
the Danes, but not if we don't win the battle.
Calling off the siege, my lord.
Your orders, noble one. Yes. Command me. Approaching, my lord. Bringing these lands under your gaze. Your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord. Establishing a tireless watch here, lord. Yes.
God's servant.
Yes, he died.
This apostate will pay for forsaking God.
Who do I face? My lord, let me strike, my lord. No, I cannot go there. We march on our victims.
Yes. Closing to engage, my lord. We must withdraw now.
Who has displeased you? Am I taking down a person or a place? Who or what am I to dispose, Your Majesty?
Yes, lord. Closing for
Yeah.
battle. The battle is lost. Fall back. Break up.
Oh, come on, man.
Nothing to salvage here.
Just can't get that last Holy Roman Empire
Let us
region.
try words and not war. Good day to you.
My lord, they're engaging us.
Command me. Bringing these lands under your gaze. Yes.
Yes. Orders. March.
Let me strike, my lord.
Orders. Onward.
Name thy enemy, lord. Yes, marching. Your will.
Orders.
Yes, closing. Victory.
Your Majesty. My lord. A good day's march and orders. As my lord wills, we march to battle. The problem. What is the name? Who has displeased you?
Goodbye.
Who do I face? Yes, marching. Bringing these your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord. We shall continue at first light, establishing a tireless watch, my lord.
Yes, lord. This is where we shall be.
Sure, why not?
A most honorable victory, my noble lord. We shall continue at first light. Name thy enemy, lord.
Actually, that's good. That'll allow the other guy to take him into that army. Alright, let's hit this.
We shall send them to hell or war. Who do I face? My lord. Shall we spare any of them? Let me strike, my lord. Men, name thy enemy, lord. Bringing these lands under
Get
your
one more there,
gaze.
and that'll be it.
Camping here, my lord.
Onward.
Orders? Bringing our troops together. Let me strike, my lord. Who do I face? We march on our victims. We show little mercy. They deserve none. My lord, should we spare any of them?
Yes. March. A good day's march ends. Yes, Lord. Closing for battle.
Yes? Yes, my lord. This is
There we go.
Onward.
Engage me. Yes, my lord. Attacking on your command.
Hmm.
Disengage.
Let me strike, my lord.
The battle is lost. Fall back. We continue tomorrow, my lord.
Your will. Move out! Who do I face? Approaching, my lord. Bringing these lands under your gaze. Command me. Men, we march!
March! Bringing our troops together.
There we go. Oh, look. A heretic.
Your orders? Closing to engage, my lord.
There we go. One of these had men on it. I wonder if it's...
Attacking on your command. Victory!
which one it is.
Are you
So it's
trying
that one.
to give me an order?
Name thy enemy, lord. Yes, marching.
Your Majesty. Orders. Move out! My lord. Yes! Onward! The problem. What is the name?
How many cardinals do they have here?
Who has displeased you? The problem. What is the name?
Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord? Am I taking down a person?
Command me. We march on our victims. We don't. We show little mercy. Your orders, noble one. Yes. Your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord. Establishing a tireless watch here.
Your orders? Yes, my lord.
There is nothing to salvage here. Scatter! Flee! The battle is lost. Fall back! There is nothing to salvage
I was
here.
hoping they'd flee the other way, pull them out of away from the castle.
A 2 days march ends. The battle is lost.
Slaughter.
Fall back. Orders. March.
Your orders, noble one. Name thy enemy, lord. Men, we march.
Your Majesty.
Who do I face? My lord, should we spare any of them? Let me strike, my lord. Yes, bringing these lands under your gaze. Your orders, noble one. Yes, your orders, noble one. I am willing, but not able, lord. Establishing a tireless watch here, lord. Make camp, men. We rest here. Who do I face? Approaching, my lord.
Yes.
There we go.
Attacking on
Goodbye.
Our fleet is... Your orders? Closing to engage, my lord. The battle is lost. Yes, my lord. This is a course we cannot plot.
God's servant.
Your Majesty, who has displeased you? Who?
Doubt my word, and you can, my lord. Who is the purveyor of heresy?
Command me. Men, we march. Who do I face? That is impossible. Yes, camping here, my lord. Let me strike, my lord. Yes, marching. Stopping for the night.
The problem. What is the name? Who or what? Am I...
Ah!
Move out.
Who do I face? Yes, lord. Victory!
Good job.
Approaching, my lord.
Yes.
Command me.
Who has displeased you? Who?
God's servant. Very good, my lord. This is not possible, I'm afraid. Yes, lord.
Guess we need to come back here from time to time, look for the heretic switches, etc. Now we're gonna flee here.
There is nothing
Again, trying to draw them out away from the castle a little bit.
The problem. What is the name? Who or what am I to dispose of?
God's servant.
Hmm.
Does my lord suspect? Heresy deserves no mercy.
Who has displeased you? Am I taking down a person or a place?
My lord. Who is the purveyor of heresy?
Yes, my lord.
Forgot about this guy.
Enemy, lord. On the reports at once.
Plotting course now, my lord.
Who do I face? We march. Your orders, noble one. Let me strike, my lord. Your orders, noble one. Yes. Establishing a tireless watch here, lord. With God's blessing and yours, we march to battle.
Yes. As my lord wills. The day is ours.
Oh yeah.
The enemy are beaten.
Of course, my lord.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Lord. This is where we shall. The battle is
Goodness.
lost. Fall back.
If you are the enemies,
Your Majesty. Yes, Lord. There is nothing to salvage here. Scatter.
It's not even close. Like, why is it that lopsided?
Command me. Yes, marching. Name thy enemy, lord.
Orders.
Let me strike, my lord. Approaching, my lord. Continuing tomorrow.
The problem.
Goodbye.
Am I taking down a person or a place?
Command me. No, I cannot go there. Men, we march.
yes. Attacking on your command. Your orders? Closing to engage, my lord. Yes, my lord. Attacking on your command. Yes. Closing to engage.
Let me strike, my lord. Who do I face? Command! We shall send them to hell or worse!
Goodbye.
We tore them apart. Who do I face? That is impossible! Your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord. God will let me strike. We will engage them honorably, my lord.
Trying to recruit an assassin. Good. Just want to make sure we can do that.
Who do I face?
Your Majesty. Yes! March!
Let me strike, my lord. Approaching, my lord.
Who has displeased you?
Oh!
Goodbye.
The problem.
Goodbye.
Who has displeased you?
Ah, so
Am
close.
I taking down a person or a place?
God's servant, traveling with God.
The problem. What is the name? Who or what?
I mean, they're just, it's like every turn, they just like 60 of them pop up somewhere. Good, somebody died.
Our fleet is victorious.
We need to get Holy Roman Empire out of this episode. It's getting annoying. Goodbye.
Who has displeased you? The problem. What is the name? Who or what am I to dispose? Who has displeased you?
There we go. Alright, let's get these boys
Your
out.
orders, noble one. Your orders, noble one. I am willing, but not able to.
Let's get going to the new world. Well, let me rephrase that. Let's get going towards the Aztecs. We're already in the new world.
Your orders, noble one. With God's blessing, blessed Lord, we thank you for delivering us. Your orders, noble one. With God's blessing and yours, we march to battle. Go.
The problem. What is the name? Who has this?
Goodbye.
Yes! As my lord wills. The day is ours, lord. The enemy are beaten. Your Majesty.
Who do I face?
The problem. What is the name? Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord? He won't see it coming.
Engage.
Your orders? Prepare to board.
There we go.
Victory! Yes, my lord. Attacking on your command. Our fleet is victorious.
Who has this?
There we go.
Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord? Removing the...
Command me. Yes, Lord. Camping here, my lord.
They're trying everything, aren't they? Oh, good.
My lord. Yes, lord.
Where'd the witch go?
Continuing tomorrow, my lord.
The problem. What is the name?
I think I saw a spy
Am I
go
the-
in there.
Who has this? Please.
Orders?
So we're gonna have a revolt there, apparently. That's gonna be completely a product of the spy. Pretty sure. Goodbye.
Your will. Huh? We cannot travel there. Who do I face?
Yes. Are you certain, noble lord? Orders. Onward.
Let me strike, my lord.
We must.
Orders? Who do I face? My lord.
Who has displeased? The problem. What is the name? Who has displeased you? The problem. Who has displeased you? The problem. What is the name? Who or what am I to dispose?
Your orders, noble one. We will engage them. Your orders, noble one. We've got...
Doesn't look like we're gonna be building any watchtowers in this region. Pretty slow moving
A
here.
most honorable victory, my noble lord. We shall continue at first light.
Your orders? Yes. Plotting course now, my lord.
Let's go finish off Denmark as well. There we go. Ooh, that had men on it too. No, that was the one we were chasing the whole time, I think, wasn't it? Maybe not.
Victory!
Goodbye. We did not have a revolt in Frankfurt. Interesting. Probably rioting still. You can see what those spies are doing, though, to the public order. They're just killing it.
Command me. We shall send
Just
them to
absolutely
hell
killing it.
or worse. Oh! We tore them apart, my lord.
Who has displeased you?
God's servant, my lord.
Let me strike, my lord. Yes, march in. Name thy enemy, lord. My lord, should we spare it? Command me. We march
I'm
on
just
our
gonna maintain the
victories.
siege for a while there.
Sooner or later.
Mon Dieu. The problem. What? Who has displeased you?
Goodbye.
The problem. What is the name? Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord? Who has displeased you?
As my lord wills. We must.
Let me strike, my lord. We shall.
Yes. Yes, lord. This is
Who do I face? We march.
march. Yes. Onward.
Let me strike.
Orders. Yes.
There we go.
Who do I face? Begin without.
The problem. What is the name?
Command me. Yes, marching. Your orders, noble one. God will be with us. Your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord.
Your orders? Yes, my lord.
Bless you, lord.
New world.
Back on your orders, noble one. Yes. Your orders, noble one.
Yes.
Wait till that ship gets in position, then we'll attack.
We will not surrender these waters easily.
Let me strike, my lord. We shall send them.
Today's march ends.
I'm just gonna kill the public order right there. Yeah, I just we have a couple of these. And we had the revolt. Yep. Lovely.
Who has displeased you? Orders. As my lord wills, we march to battle.
Command me. Approaching. Who do I face? We march
Well,
on our victims.
I don't know how else to say this, but that region's gonna pay dearly for that
The problem.
when we get it back.
What is the name?
Your Majesty.
My lord.
Your orders, noble one. We will engage them honorably. Your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord. Establishing a
Your orders? Full sails. Yes. Yes, my
This is just to ensure we have enough ships to flee back
Your
to
orders, noble. Your orders,
if we
noble
need
one.
to. So let's
We will
make.
engage them honorably, my
Let's start
lord.
making some more on the Aztecs
Your
here.
orders, noble one. With God's blessing and yours, we march to battle. Without question.
Who has?
Let me strike, my lord. My lord, should we spare any of them?
The problem. What is the name?
Am I taking down a person or a place?
Who has displeased? I am neither friend nor foe, your majesty. The problem. What is the name? Who has displeased you?
Who? Name thy enemy, lord. Command me. Who do I face? We march on.
The problem. What is the name? Who has displeased you? Who, my lord? I'm the problem. What is the name?
That wasn't very good, was
Am I
it?
taking...
Battle is lost. Fall back.
We gotta get some of these factions out just for the sake of our public order.
Command. We shall send them to hell, or we stole them apart, my lord. Victory! Let me we stole them apart, my lord. Victory! Name thy enemy, lord. My lord.
This should be the end of Denmark.
We shall send them to hell. We show little mercy. Let me strike, my lord.
Finally, Denmark out of the game.
My lord. Setting a trap in the trees. Bringing these lands under your gaze.
Who has displeased you?
Who or what am I to dispose of?
The problem. What is the name? Who has displeased you? If it were possible, I would.
Who do I face? My lord. Should we spare any of them? Sooner or later, let me strike, my lord. We march on our victims. Victory! There stood no chance. Who do I face?
That should
Name thy enemy, lord. Men, we march.
keep the public order for a while, at least.
Your orders, noble one. Moving at once.
Plotting course now, my lord. Attacking. Our fleet is victorious.
Your orders, noble one. God will be with us, men. To battle! We shall continue at first light. Your orders, noble one. Your orders, noble one.
Can never decide when to assault that.
Let me strike, my lord. My lord, should we spare? Name thy enemy, lord.
If another army shows up, we're gonna have to.
Let me strike, my lord. Command me. We shall send them to hell or war.
The problem. What is the name?
Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord?
Who has displeased you?
Who or what am I to dispose?
Let me strike, my lord. We march on our victims.
The problem. What is the name?
Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord? Sacre bleu.
Who has displeased? The problem. What is
Goodbye.
Name thy enemy, lord. My lord, should we spare any of them? Now we have them. We lay siege. When shall we attack the walls then, my lord? Your orders, noble one.
I think we just may go ahead and do this.
Yes. Your orders, noble one. We will engage them honorably. Very well then. Begin the siege.
That's a
We shall continue
mistake. I was worried about people showing up. Turns out that's only relevant if you actually get the region. And we failed at that.
We march on our victims. Do not fail me again, men. Form up. We had a chance to take them, my lord.
Despite your
No.
honorless antics, our discussions come to a close.
Your orders, noble one. With God's blessing.
Yes. Full sails. Dropping anchor until morn. Your orders?
Bless you, lord. Back on dry land. Your orders, noble one.
Your Majesty?
Your orders, noble one.
Orders.
Yes.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Orders. Your Majesty. Orders. Orders. Orders.
Yes.
Your Majesty. Orders.
Yes. Bless you, lord. Back on dry land. Your orders, noble one.
Yes.
Your Majesty. Orders. Your Majesty.
Yes.
Orders. Orders. Your Majesty. Orders.
Moving at
Okay.
once, noble lord. Your orders, noble one.
Who has displeased you?
Who? Let me strike, my lord. Yes, marching.
The problem. What is
Goodbye.
Name thy enemy, lord. My lord. Shoot.
She can't beat anybody.
Vengeance. Regroup! Stopping for the night.
Florins, Gilda, either is good with me.
Your orders?
Alright, so the last turn of the episode. I thought I put that guy back on the ship, but apparently I did not.
A most honorable victory, my noble lord.
Splitting our forces.
Your orders, noble one.
Yes. Your Majesty. Yes. Your Majesty. Yes. Orders. Yes.
Your orders, noble one. Moving at once, noble lord. Your orders, noble one. God will be with us, man.
Yes.
Bless you, lord. Back on dry land. Your orders, noble one.
Who has displeased you?
God's sent.
The problem. What is the name?
Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord?
We march on our big...
There we go.
Let me strike, my lord. Name thy enemy. Who do I face? We march on our big team.
So if we lost that, something's wrong. As many guys as we have there. So finally, Holy Roman Empire out of the game.
They deserve
That was
we
brutal.
have crushed them. This place is yours, my lord. Name thy enemy, lord. Command.
Orders. Yes, Lord. Closing for...
Let me strike, my lord. My lord, should we spare? Command me. We shall send them to hell or worse. We tore them apart, my lord. Victory!
As my Lord wills. We march.
Name thy enemy, lord. We march on our victims.
Who has displeased you?
Your orders?
And that last one there may have broken France a little bit. We can only hope.
The problem. What is the name?
My lord. Very good, my lord.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good place to wrap it up. So let's go ahead and go around the horn here real quick. See if anybody needs anything. Some of these areas I'm not bothering building up any military thing. We're just looking at public order and maybe some economy. Yeah, probably still do some economy. But like, here's no reason to put a bunch of military buildings there. I'm not going to ever use them to fight anybody. The only military needs I would have at this part of the world now would be for if there's a revolt of some kind. So these things do help with the public order. So that's why we'll do that. Alright, we'll wrap it up there. Alrighty, we're pushing west now. Everything can be going west, which is good. What else? I think at the last episode at the end I said think about who's going to be the last one standing. And
March.
as far as the faction goes. And
Yes, Lord. We can march no further today.
if we have any thoughts on that.
Tomorrow, my lord.
I have some thoughts on that. I think it's going to be, well, I don't know. Now it's more complicated than I thought. I was going to go with England, because my guess is they've got all these regions here and they could be pretty tough. But it could be the Aztecs too, because I'm trying to do this with just these units here. I don't have a lot of troops. That would wait until I had to pull these guys out, but I'm going to wrap up Spain here before. So I'm going to go with England. I think England's going to be the last faction standing. So let's see how it plays out. I'm thinking 4 episodes, maybe 3, maybe if we're lucky. That's all that we're going to need. Maybe 4, depending upon how many map battles we do. So that's what we're looking at. Come on back and we'll pick up here.